Hey everybody, I'm Matt and you are watching 4-Way Fit. So first of all, I'm new to YouTube, or this channel is new anyway, and just in terms of credentials, I have a bachelor's degree in exercise and wellness, and that's very relevant at the moment because of the coronavirus, and a lot of people are wondering what to do about that. And so I've noticed that the mainstream media mostly talks about being sanitary and social distancing. And those are great ideas. I'm not going to knock that in any way. However, I want to add to that because very few people are talking about something very important, which is that you want to have a strong immune system. So I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to boost your immune system. Tip number 1, change the way that you perceive this whole situation. So it's very easy to focus on the things that aren't in your control. Maybe your hours got cut, or maybe you got laid off of work. I'm in that boat because I work part-time at a restaurant. Maybe you have a family member that's sick. Maybe you're having trouble getting groceries because people are being crazy and emptying the groceries. Maybe you're out of toilet paper, all these things that aren't in your control. Maybe those are the things that you're focusing on, and people do tend to focus on the negative. And there's a reason for that, because those aren't nothing. Those things are a big deal. But the reality is that you can choose to focus on the things that you do have control of. So, for example, if you are unemployed, doing everything you can to mitigate that situation. First of all, maybe file for unemployment. I'm sure it's spread pretty thin at this point, but it's doing something. Looking for temporary work. I applied for 6 jobs yesterday, and so delivery companies are hiring. Amazon's hiring. Donating plasma. I did that today. So doing everything you can to mitigate that situation and being in the driver's seat and saying, this situation, it's not ideal, but I'm going to look at it as a challenge rather than some hideous monster that's going to devour me. Tip number 2, work out. Keep working out. I understand a lot of the gyms are closing, if not all of them by now, and I like to hit the gym and everything as well, but I've turned my home into a gym. And so there are tons and tons of YouTube videos of, if you don't have any equipment at home, there are lots of no equipment workouts that you can find on YouTube right now. And, I might be putting some out in a week or two. But there are a lot of options. If you want to stay fit, if you want to stay active, you can do that without the gym. So don't skip the workout now just because the gym is closed. Stay active. Number 3, drink lots of water. Okay.
Here we are. Cheers. And it's gone. Whew. 16.9 ounces down the gullet. Hope you enjoyed it.
I can't stress that enough. Right now, if you're looking to save money, just drink water. Stop drinking the soda and all the stuff with sugar in it. I know it tastes good and all that, but drinking a lot of water and avoiding all those sugary drinks, that's going to really help your immune system rather than suppress it. Number 4, sleep. Sleep. Okay. I understand the anxiety and the worry might keep you up at night right now. Of course, if you follow the advice at tip number 1, that'll be less of an issue. But getting plenty of sleep is going to be critical. And hey, look, if you're out of work at the moment, there's your excuse to get some extra sleep and sleep in. But do everything you can to get plenty of sleep, at least 7 hours, as many as 10 hours. You'll be doing yourself a favor. And tip number 5, laughter. That's right, this is the easy one, unless you have no sense of humor. Hopefully that's not the case. But just gonna You know, for those of you who are skeptical and all that, like, oh, laughter, that doesn't help. Well, here in the old Mind Body Health book, just going to open this up to chapter 17 and read from here. It says, researchers have long known that stress, including everyday hassles, weakens the immune system. Researchers have found that among those with a well-developed sense of humor, the immune system was not weakened by everyday hassles and problems. Essentially, their immune systems were stronger and better able to handle various threats to health. In one study, researchers had a group of men watch a 60-minute humor video. They then measured various immune indicators. After watching the video, the men had greater activity among their natural killer cells, the cells that assist in immune surveillance, that lasted for at least 12 hours after watching the video. And there's quite a few other studies here. I don't want to read all day, but the reality is that laughter actually does help. It is good medicine. And so watching that funny comedy series you really like, or a funny movie, doing what you can to put yourself in a humorous mood will be helpful, and it's going to boost your immune system. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Stay tuned. Going to be coming out with more content shortly. Y'all take care out there. Have a nice day.